gets the shot onto the glass, or who does the glass take out first?
Out goes the smoke canisters, and that's going to allow Alamau to have a peek around this corner. And M80 are very aware here it's a glass they're up against. They really don't want to expose themselves because they know how easy it could be. But Alamau, again, missing a couple of shots, a couple of opportunities, but the diffuser does go down nonetheless, and they've got the Talon shield to play behind. This just got extremely difficult.
Loira!
The blast is there on a little backstab, manages to down the Azami as well. So effectively 4 versus 3, the kill is confirmed. Packer is just continuing to hassle Blaz out on the stairs, but it just doesn't matter. They're
pushing high up as well. Is he aware of what's going on below? Yes, he will, and that shotgun range is just absolutely ludicrous. Brings one down, a headshot onto Blaz. His work is done, Tim. He's killed 2 and wasted 2 minutes and 45 seconds. G2, they're going to need a miracle to win this one.
Yeah, they don't get the round from there, and it's all been won on the back of Kino's play on blue stairs, and that is a little bit disappointing from G2. We see the kills coming in, but ultimately, M8 have got the crossfires. They've got just to pick up one. Is there a second there for him? Of course there is. Spite manages to pick up last 3 versus 2. G2 still in the advantage.
Now they're kind of weaponizing this against him. They've got no idea that Uno is still snaking his way around. The long distance 1v1 coming in. He knows where Gunnar is, but Gunnar lands the headshot. Not forgetting he's got this C4, which is the golden answer to this shield-based play, especially towards the Oster. Alamau trying to force his way forward, and Doki's in behind. Another well-executed bit of team play coming out, but look, Tim, Uno's gone down. I mentioned that C4. The thing is, they can recover this and likely get a plant on. Diffuser's in a 1 versus 4. No control of side. Response from M80. But again, the pressure is building from G2.
Yeah, absolutely. They've got themselves in position. Uno's got the diffuser in hand. They're just burning out that utility. Doki manages to find one, and that creates the space for Uno to start putting the diffuser down. He's getting aggressive inside of the side. Uno does stick it, but he's 1v3 in the post plant. He manages to find the first. Can he get onto the hatches? It looks like he can.
Imagine if Uno can pull this off. It would be magical. He's got the diffuser down. That's a big advantage on side already. M80, they've got to decide what the game plan is here. They try and get one down to a 1 versus 1. Uno potentially about to go nuclear, being chased up. Blue behind him as well, but just about rounds the corner in time. Right idea, sees his man, but misses the shot. The flash coming out down to the last 15 here. He's only going to win the 1, and Tim, he's done it! Uno in a post-plant 1v3 to give G2 the half.
But the ground has now been taken. The diffuser is going down, but so are the players as G2 are managing to find kills. 2v2. Can M80 repeat what Uno did against them? Can they hold on from above?
Bit of a retard. I'd say diffuser's going in here as well. They've managed to get one. Alamau's got no choice. He's got to push out for the firefights here. Right idea, looking towards the hatch. I think that's where he thought his man got down from. But no, it's here on blue. Right idea, and finds the down. But my concern is, Tim, they don't really have the time anymore. And the hatch is there. This one's looking a little bit cut. He'll try and get his man up. They've got 10 seconds to make this work. The drop comes on through. Has he taken a bit of a gamble? Yes, he has! And Uno with a 2K and a disable coming on through. One move short. They know that this is a big ask for them to try and get anything back and over. It's just not going to happen. Blaz, he's the boogeyman under the stairs, haunts them in this game. What more can you say?
Yeah, it's almost certainly job done for G2 in map 1 as Alamau manages to pick up Packer, and it is all up to Kino. 1 versus 4. Had a pretty decent game so far as Kino, picking up kill number 9 there, but it hasn't been enough to buy his team some rounds, and that's what M80 are going to have to consider in the break between these two maps. They're really going to have to come back strong on map 2. It's going to be Lair, and we know G2 are a good Lair side. Des and having seconds left, Des.
That's all they need here. G2 should be able to hold on. Diffuser starting his push on through. Kino has found one, making it a second plant going down. A 1v2 for now as the push starts rounding, but they're in the right place. They hold on tight. It's a 2 versus 1 for M80. And Tim, it feels like they might have turned around what looked like a bit of a disaster into a round win.
Exactly that. They lost those 2 players early, but Diffuser and Kino have done a beautiful job at the end of
the competition. But saying that, man was right in front of you. You heard his phone and you still got your gun down. You're paying the price for it. And Loira has absolutely collapsed onto 2 players of M80. Alamau finding 1, and G2 putting up a very stiff front here and giving nothing over to the North American side.
Spite just using the new functionality of that light screen from Sense there, able to put it up and down at will. Just don't think they will. Packer goes in inside of the smoke, starts getting the diffuser down. Not much of an idea from G2. Even with the pulse underneath, they can do absolutely nothing to prevent it. it. That's Diffuser down, and G2 now working against the clock and against the odds. Diffuser picks up Uno, and it is all up to the last man left alive. It's Alamo trying to get back up those stairs, but he was tracked as well. Deimos in, and he's just under too much pressure as Doki throws another one out there. He's trying to duck and dodge it, but he can't get out of the way, and ultimately Doki's able to find the kill. That's a big loss for M80 as Kino goes down as well. You picked up on the power of the player so far. Uno, Lyra, G2 are cruising towards a potential flawless round to close out the half. It's all up to Gunnar. Can he find his first kill? That's the only thing that he can do to stop this being flawless, to stop it being a punishment of a round. Even with the advantage, Des, he still gets rinsed on the hatch. Well, but Diffuser picking up Blaz could be big there. It levels things up, 3v3, but they're aware, they're ready. Diffuser gets taken down, 2v2, 2v1 effectively, and it's the clash that's left. This just got so difficult for Kino. He's had a big game so far. He's going to have to go even bigger as Diffuser gets taken down. 25 seconds, Lyra might need to take the opportunity to get the plant down here, though.
That's what they're really worried about, those forcing a 1 versus 1, and that's what it could become. Kino down to almost no HP, and Doki is feeling himself at 7 and 3. Equally so is Kino, the same scoreline, but the plant is down. The 2v1's back on side, and they don't get this one, Tim. 3 is now up 2.
As expected.
They've got sight.
G2 have been given too much.
Just turtle up, guys, it's fine.
They've taken full advantage of it, and, you know, we heard them coming into it. We don't have to fight, just, you know...
How's he got away with that?
Give them the mat. It's no problem. It is a problem, because right now, G2 are feeling great. They're on top of it, and they're going to punish you. If you give them something, they're going to take it. 2v2, M80 on a little bit of a fight back here, but now it's once again Kino on the clash, last alive, and it's difficult. He's going to get spun round on the spot. Here's the barricade opening up, so you know what? I'll go and pop my face in it. I'll have a look, and he gets his reward. Kino, Diffuser Kino, been doing great work for M80 so far. Gunnar gets in on the mix, 5v2, and this round is pretty much done as Diffuser picks up Blaz. It's going to be all down to Uno. He is just backed up inside of Ops at the minute, looking for any opportunity he can. 1 minute 15. The best thing he can do right now is wait and see if M80 get carried away, if they want to give him a cheap kill or two. M80, by contrast, just keep yourself out of the way. You know that he isn't going to get the round one, almost certainly, so you don't need to give him the opportunity to pad those stats.
What I do like is actually how into Kino, though, has had a couple of rounds here where he's getting busy, but Uno is in, and he's planting the same spot as last time, but Tim, they haven't learnt their lesson.
Blaz was just doing some work there to protect that vertical so that they could get the Diffuser down, but can M80 use the weight and numbers they've got in a 5v3 to create the space to get on and disable that Diffuser? It's up to G2 now to try and hold this, maybe from above. Doki manages to pick up Packer. Blaz was playing above. He takes a little bit of damage from a Gumine, but Doki goes big, finds himself another 2 and brings it back to a 2v2. This is winnable for G2 now, Des.
Well, Doki in spot, he's having one hell of a map at 12 and 5. Can't quite find the next. It's down to Blaz. Can he find his man? He sees the backpack, puts him on his bum, and that's the one done, Tim. There's not enough time left. They'll close this one out, and G2 will move up to map point, but it was pretty close. They've got display completely locked off, which has let Mez be taken over by Alamau and Doki, and they've got the push coming in.
Spite's the problem at the minute. He's in behind the desk, and G2 just can't clear him. Uno is stood on the breach, but he just can't move inside until Spite has been cleared away. That is going to do the job, though, surely, as kills come in one after another. Rather than trying to get Uno on in to get that plant down, G2 say, you know what, let's just collapse on in, let's get aggressive. The opportunity's there, we've got the man advantage, we'll find the kills, and that is G2 2-0.
That second one getting maybe a bit closer than they'd like, but I think many will look back at this series and just remember a great showing from G2. Sure, not flawless. Is it going to win you a title like that? Maybe not, but it was enough to get the 2-0 and get those 4 points that we were speaking about. Especially on Bank, I'm really encouraged by what we've seen from G2. They just look like a team that's got their crap together.
We got to remember as well, this is day one. This is the starting point. This is the foundation for these teams. So teams that are coming in and looking pretty good now, but we're saying, oh, well, you know, maybe they could sharpen up here or sharpen up there. That will happen over the next few days. The more that they scrim, the more competitive games that they play, all of these teams will grow into this tournament. And G2 coming out with a really solid win in what could have been a very difficult opening game. That's a great start for the EU side.
There is, and all smiles at the end of the day as well. They know it's been a rough showing, but Packer, smiles, we're still shaking hands at the end. All is said and done. With that, though, we've got to see more coming out of M80 for G2. A lot of promise. I'm looking forward to seeing what they can do in the coming days as well. For now, though, we'll go to a break, and when we come back, the desk will have loads to break down from this series.